Welcome on YouTube, it's Mr. Tibbs here, and today I'm doing a little bit of a different video. The video that you're about to watch was meant to be just a quick intro to the preceding episode, but I end up going on quite a long sort of rant. I'm talking about Thai movies that I've been watching, that Thai people have introduced me to. And I also talk about the state of healthcare in Thailand. I'm gonna talk to you now from the future, and I'll intercut me now with what I was saying then, just to make it make more sense. I know a lot more about what I was talking about now than I did then. So without further ado, this is me talking a bunch of bollocks. I hope you enjoy. Well, people. I'm just having a quick cigarette before we head out today. I love this place. I'm just having a quick cigarette, and then we're going to go check out a temple. There's some really interesting things that Chris has been telling me. We watched a couple of films yesterday and today. Today we watched a film about Gersu. Okay, so it's actually pronounced Grasu with a K, but it's sort of like a G, which is a Thai ghost that sort of leaves from the neck, and it's just a severed head with like all the entrails hanging from the neck, and it just leaves the body behind. And it's almost like an infection as well, like it's passed by saliva. We watched this film. It was really quite fun. I had a lot of love. I had a lot of love for it. I thought it was really cool. There are a bunch of other movies as well that I've watched, but I really liked this film. It was called Inhuman Kiss. Grasu Inhuman Kiss. In like 2018, I think it came out, and it was actually, there was a big Oscar buzz about it. I think it got nominated for Best International Film, or very nearly got nominated for Best International Film, certainly on the shortlist. So yeah, it's a really good film. I would highly recommend you going to watch it. I've watched it again since, and I think I'll be doing a movie review about it on the channel, because I liked it so much. I think the Western world should really watch it. I think it's a really good idea, and I think the ghost, like a decapitated head with entrails hanging from the neck and floating around, I just think it's a really cool idea. But I think I will start doing movie reviews about Thai films. Another few that you should go and watch, things like Alone, I think it's called Alone, about conjoined twins. That's a really good one. PMAC, we're going to eventually talk about PMAC as well on the channel. So yeah, keep an eye out for Thai movie reviews on the channel. Also, apparently, in Thailand, everyone believes in ghosts. Like everyone. I think the word is P. I think that's for ghost. And the way they can check to see like your true form is they bend over and look between the legs at you. And if you're a ghost, your true form will materialize. That's the only way to be sure, and all Thai people believe, or a lot of Thai people believe this, according to Chris. I just thought it was really fun and really interesting. We were also talking about the differences between our countries. He was asking me about how much things cost and all this, and I started talking about the NHS, and I'm like, yeah, we pay a tax all the time, and then we can get free healthcare. But the problem with the NHS is, because it's free, you'll put on big waiting lists, even if you're like really quite seriously ill. And he was saying, not too long ago, if you had like a mosquito bite, you go, you spend 10 baht, you get it fixed. But if you had like a heart condition or a broken limb, it might be like 10,000 baht. But recently they implemented something where every condition, 30 baht. You go to the hospital, you spend 30 baht, which is about 75p, 30 baht, and that's everything. It covers you for everything. Obviously not for Falang, or at least not for foreigners. but certainly for the Thai people, 30 baht for all conditions. Okay, so what I'm talking about here, the Thai healthcare system, that system actually isn't in place anymore. Essentially, in a nutshell, there are mixed opinions. I'm not going to go into any more detail. I don't live here, so I don't feel like it's my place to have an opinion. But I have heard some things and they are a little bit questionable. And I don't think you have to wait like you do with the NHS. You don't have to be put on some massive waiting list or anything. So yeah, maybe something to look into, England. Maybe something to look into. Just charge less than £1, or maybe just £1 for all conditions, whatever it might be. And then you're making money and everyone gets healthcare on point. I don't know, I think there's a lot to be said for that. It sort of beats paying extra in tax. I know that America weren't really keen on Obamacare, or a lot of people in America weren't keen on Obamacare. Look, I think a free healthcare system is a really beneficial thing for any country. It's not free here, but it's incredibly, incredibly cheap, which is almost the same. 30 baht, that's, like I say, that's a couple of bottles of water, and you get free health, and you get healthcare. I think that's good. I do. I don't know if it would be better or worse than the NHS, but as far as I've heard, you don't have to be waiting for, years for a procedure. I mean, I have an issue with my knee. I was telling him I've got a problem with my knee. I've got like a lump on the bone, and I went to the doctor, and literally the doctor was like, nah, if you were private, we'd deal with it for you. It was literally what he said to me. And I'm like, but it causes me pain, how can how can you just flat out say, no, I'm not going to do anything about it? And he went, ibuprofen. And I'm like, I'm travelling, this was a couple of months ago, I was like, I'm travelling in a few months, like, I sort of need it dealt with. Nah, ibuprofen. I'm not bothering with ibuprofen, I'm just sort of walking through it. And it's not too bad at the minute. It was pretty bad when I fell over, I'll be honest. But yeah, like, the NHS wouldn't even deal with that issue for me. Probably because it wasn't life-threatening, or might not lead to something life-threatening, but it's certainly painful. And I still can't believe that the doctor was like, if you were private, we'd deal with it. But so I even thought about going private for like a couple of months, getting it fixed, and then going back on the NHS. But what's the point in that, eh? What's the point in that? That's more money. It's more money. So hopefully, I might see another doctor when I get home. I wouldn't be able to get it sorted on my travel insurance. Certainly not, and I wouldn't abuse the Thai healthcare system like that way. It wouldn't be fair. But still, I think it's just I just thought it was an interesting difference to point out. Let's not forget though that it was a sort of pay for the procedure sort of situation before this was implemented. Sort of like being an American without health insurance. But now 30 baht for all procedures. I just think that's a really good system, because obviously most people will only have small ailments. So the bigger ailments, it's almost like everyone's chipping in, which is sort of what the NHS is trying to do, where everyone chips in and we have free healthcare. But how good is that when you're waiting for years? I mean, my grandmother, she had to have a procedure, and she waited so long that she eventually died before she could get the procedure. I was only 11 when she died. I was very angry about it. But to be fair, in my grandma's case, the likelihood is she might not have pulled through the operation anyway. So, it's sort of 6 of one and half a dozen of another. Que sera, sera, as she used to say. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. Maybe there's something in that. I don't know. But Thailand gets 2 thumbs up from me for their new healthcare system. I'll be leaving here soon. I don't even know when. Chris is like, you can stay forever if you want. You can just live here if you want. And I can't help but seriously consider it, because it's just stunning. And we're going to go see temples today, or at least one temple. But until then, I think it's time we get on the bike and explore. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, thank you for watching the video. I hope that you learnt something interesting. I might do a couple more of these videos, just generally talking to the camera and explaining some stuff about Thailand. I think that'd be an interesting thing. Obviously what I like about the vlogs is, you know, as I learn stuff, you learn it too. But, you know, I look back at the videos and, you know, I was very, you know, sort of wide-eyed, and, you know, all of this information was very new and fresh. Whereas now I know a lot more, I speak a lot more Thai now, which is fun. I can sort of hold like a very, very basic conversation in Thai now, which is nice. So I might even do Thai language lessons on the channel. I don't know yet. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something interesting, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.